Hi everyone, it's Miss Laura from the 412 Youth Zone. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about staying home but traveling. I love to travel. Traveling is a passion of mine. I love to leave the United States and go throughout the world. I've been to about 30 plus different countries and it's something that I'm really passionate about. When I was in college, I studied intercultural communications, which is super fancy for I studied world culture and world religions. Specifically, I studied in Thailand. But after college, I had about a year where I traveled a lot, and one of those countries that I traveled to was Kosovo. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. I wanted to talk to you guys about the region of Yugoslavia and the countries within it, specifically Kosovo or Kosova. Yugoslavia was a country that was founded in 1922, and it started with a monarchy, meaning it had a king, Peter the First. And his son was Peter II. And during that time where Peter II was the ruler, communism came in and they took over, and King Peter II gave the government over to the Communist Party. And they ruled there until about 1990. In 1990, some people groups were tired of communism and they wanted their own independence. And so countries started rising up and fighting for their independence. The countries that came out of Yugoslavia were Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia, Serbia, Macedonia, Montenegro, and Kosovo. Now what makes Kosovo so unique is that Kosovo was never its own country. Kosovo wasn't united into Yugoslavia. Kosovo was originally a part of Serbia. Kosovo was determined to be its own country because a lot of the people group that was in Kosovo at the time were primarily Albanian. And so they tried to be a part of Albania and separate themselves from Serbia. Now the problem for Serbia was that Kosovo was really special to Serbia. It was often described as like the Israel for Israelites. It was a place where Serbians went that had their ethnic culture identity. But by 1990, there were very few Serbians living in Kosovo. It was primarily made of Albanians. And so they declared their independence from Yugoslavia in 1992. Now tensions started to grow as the economy was going down and other countries were starting to break off from Yugoslavia. And it wasn't until the end of the Bosnia Wars in 1995 that Kosovo started to rise up and created the KLA, Kosovo Liberation Army. Now at this time, there was a massacre that happened on Kosovo, and they had created a ceasefire, but the ceasefire had failed. Then in 1999, war broke out between Serbia and Kosovo. Afterwards, some of the world leaders got involved, and one of those leaders was the United States, specifically Bill Clinton. He visited Kosovo in 1999 and started the peace talks to make Kosovo its own nation. After years of deliberation, Kosovo eventually declared independence from Serbia, and on February 17, 2008, they were their own country. What's special and unique about Kosovo is because of these wars and because Kosovo is one of the poorer countries in Europe, it is truly a remarkable place. It's similar to if you go to India or Nepal or a country that hasn't really been influenced by Western culture. It's its own culture and people group. They don't have much tourism, and so if you go to that country, you're definitely immersed in the Kosovo culture. Now, Kosovo is very beautiful. I would definitely recommend everybody to go if you can. They have mountains on the west, which are the Albanian Alps, and it is some of the most gorgeous views I've ever seen. As a foreigner, or an American specifically, going to Kosovo, I really enjoyed my time being there. Everybody was so hospitable. We would get free food where we went. People would invite us into their homes, and one woman let me try on her wedding dress. In that region, weddings are very special. They last for a couple of days. And the women actually wear this beautiful blue vest that goes all the way onto the floor, or more modernized, it comes up to the chest. A fun fact about Kosovo is that Bill Clinton actually has a statue in their capital. And when I first arrived there, I was like, what the heck? Why is Bill Clinton here with a statue? It's really strange. Like, what happened here? And that's when I started to learn a lot about the history and how the US helped them gain their independence. Another fun fact is that their national anthem actually has no lyrics. While I was there a couple of years ago, I remember them trying to figure out what type of song they were going to have. And they decided they didn't want to have any lyrics because they didn't want to offend one culture over another with the language. And then lastly, about 70% of the country are under 30 years old. So if you can imagine, there are hardly any elderly in this country. The median age for the population is 29 years old. That's pretty crazy. If you're interested in learning more about these cultures in this region, I would highly suggest for you to check out Freddo's Deli in Dormont. It's a market and a deli, so you can go and purchase food that is local to this region of the world. Also, if you're interested in Slovenian culture, or if you have a heritage in Slovenia, I would suggest that you just check out the Slovenian Heritage Center. It's just located right outside Pittsburgh. And they have a fair every year in July, and so I definitely suggest for you to check that out. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, feel free to post comments below or reach out to me personally. To get credit for this video, the question is, what president from the United States intervened to help Kosovo gain its independence? Don't forget to message your youth coach or give them a call and let them know that you completed the program and give them the answer. Thanks again for joining me, and I hope you guys have a great day. See ya.